Hello everyone, my name is Jeff. Welcome back to Macchina Speciale, and today we are going to be driving my 1972 Fiat 500L. So for everyone out there who's been wondering what it's like to actually drive one of these tiny little things, today we'll find out. Let's go take a look. We are in the Fiat. So the ignition is pretty standard, at least where it's located. You just put the key in, which is down by the bottom left of the steering wheel here. Turn it all the way to the right. Then the actual starter is in the center. The left is the choke for when it's a cold start. And then in this case where we're just starting it back up, pull the one on the right, it starts right up. All right, we will put her in a first and away we go. Now, when it comes to driving the 500, the first thing that I noticed about it is that the clutch and the gears are actually quite forgiving. So if somebody is maybe a novice driver when it comes to stick, it's a pretty easy car to drive actually. I mean, it's incredibly simple. It's only got 4 gears. So, although I wouldn't recommend this as your starter car, if you happen to have one of these and someone is looking to learn stick, it's maybe an option. Going with the theme of simplicity, the car does not have power steering. But, you know, in most muscle cars that I've seen people have where they don't have power steering, it's almost like it turns into a bit of a home gym. Because when they're turning left at a red light, it's just both hands, right? Both hands, just to make that left turn. But in this thing, it's so small that you really don't notice the effects of no power steering. It's pretty great. Continuing with simplicity, this car just has everything that you need and nothing more. It has another thumbs up. It has automatic windshield wipers, one setting, nothing to worry about. It has lights on or off. Fiat has one switch to allow heat to come in from the engine in case when it's cold out. And of course, when it's warmer out and you want to let air in, there's the rag top here, and all the windows come down as well. It's absolutely everything that you need, and again, nothing more. But of all the simple features in this car, I think my favorite, and probably because I think it's hysterical, is that the method in which it distributes window washer fluid is a manual pump. So there's this tiny little button beneath the dash that you press a few times to build up pressure in, and then eventually it starts to shoot out window washer fluid, much like the same sort of method with a drinking straw. And when it comes out, it is just hilarious. It really is the funniest thing. Something else that's not exactly a good or a bad, but I think is more of a misconception about the Fiat, is that many people look at this thing and they say to me, how in the world do you fit in that car? And they think, I could never fit in that car. But actually, the other day at a show, I had the opportunity to fit into a fat old man's hot rod. It was a 30 Sport. Yeah, it was a bit taller, but the cab was so narrow toward the front that our legs were almost touching, and that's not exactly comfortable. So I would say that if you are coming from the world of hot rods and 30s cars that aren't extreme luxury, this car is actually quite roomy. So now we must talk about a few of the downsides. And I really hate saying that there are any downsides at all about the Fiat 500. But unfortunately there are a few things that you will notice. One of which is the speed. There is none. There is absolutely no power to this car. And because of that lack of power on the American roads, that big lumbering 7-seat Suburban behind you with the soccer mom driving, she is going to hate you. because you are absolutely going to make her late for the tanning salon appointment. There's quite a few limitations on visibility in this car. What I mean by that is not the blind spots. I mean, it's a 70s car, so it doesn't have the best mirrors. In fact, it only has standard one mirror on the left side. You know, I can turn around very easily and see all around me. What I mean is particularly at red lights. If I'm the first or the second person at a red light, because of where my body position is, I have to either scrunch down or raise my head through the sunroof, if it's open, to see the status of the red light. So normally, I just wait to see if other cars are going, because it's just the easiest option for me. So the last thing I'll say that I'm not particularly keen of in the Fiat, and some people might disagree with me, is I really just don't like the positioning of reverse. Reverse on this particular model is down and to where fourth is. So for the first few times I was figuring it out, I was constantly just putting the car back into fourth gear because I was a little bit weary of just pressing the stick down. It just didn't feel natural to me. But nothing that I said matters. Nothing good and nothing bad matters at all about this car. It is not a thoroughbred that is meant to go fast. It's a small Italian car. And what matters the most about it is the way that it looks going down the main drag of any town in America. When you're downtown, everyone walking by will look at you. Most of them will wave and smile. As you're driving along, every car coming towards you is going to be looking at you wondering what in the world that is, or appreciating it because you have one and it is the cutest little thing they are going to see all day. So as you're moving along in your tiny little Fiat 500, really what it's about is having fun, not in the hairpin turns of the back roads, but in appreciating the smile that you see on other people's faces and the enjoyment that they're getting out of the car. It really is a people pleaser, and I don't see that ever changing. And for that reason, I absolutely enjoy this car.
Well, there you have it. What it's like to drive and be in a Fiat 500. Certainly one of the most fun cars you can be in or drive that doesn't corner well or go very fast down the highway. I have a few more videos coming out about other cars and a few more cars coming over from Italy. So I'm still a bit new to this, so I'd love to know what you think down in the comments. Feel free to contact me in any way. Tell me what you like, what you don't like. Maybe there's a car you'd like to see. And for new videos, please do subscribe so you know when they come out. I'll see you guys next time, and thanks for watching Macchina Speciale.